everybody. I am Dr. Anil Sangli, consultant neuro and spine surgeon, and today I have with me Sripad, who is a certified financial planning professional, and we are going to discuss about various aspects of financial planning in the elderly, in patients, in various disease states, and in various scenarios which we normally encounter in our daily lives. Aging is a very natural process, and most of us, well, we need to age gracefully, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Some people fall sick, some people have accidents, and so many things can happen in your life. And when a person is suffering from a physical disability and he has to get some money from the bank, or he has to do some signatures, or there are some legal implications or some sort of a formalities which every person has to do before he needs to withdraw money, or a patient having lost his mental ability, which very commonly occurs in persons who are having a head injury and they're not able to understand or cognize as to their mental abilities, their ability to remember events, etc. And in such patients, it would be very difficult for the bystanders or the people who look after him as to how the money can be withdrawn from the bank. What are the legal things or the legal implications in such patients who need to have certain formalities filled up so that they can get some money or enter into the banks and then do their formalities so that they can have some sort of a financial security. And in such persons, it's a very common problem, and banks refuse to give them money because they don't have any proper signatures. The persons are ill and they are not able to get the signatures, and we doctors will not allow them to take a blank thumb impression without any signature on a blank paper also. And so how do the relatives go about in such situations? Isn't this a very common problem, Sripad?
This is a very common problem, and two important things that I would like to highlight in this talk is that one is related to aging, the other is related to a person who is incapacitated due to illness. He might be hospitalized, etc. And these situations, I'll be very specific to these situations, which may be extrapolated to some other conditions also. Now, aging is a natural process, as the doctor told. And financial planning is required at all stages of life, whether you're young, whether you're old, whether you're in the middle-aged group, you have to have financial planning. And why do you require financial planning is that you don't know what happens next. And you will be more secure if you have a plan. If you don't have a plan, it's like you are not having any sufficient money when you need it the most. Therefore, financial planning is a very important aspect of life. And it has to start right from the day one starts earning. It may be 16, 17, 18, because these days you have a lot of opportunities to earn income. Right from a young age, parents also need to inculcate the habit of saving and planning.
Okay, what should be an actual financial planning scenario in such individuals?
See, coming to the aspect of people who are deceased or people who are aged, normally what happens is in most of the houses there will be no financial plan, and once you start going into this aspect of planning, you'll find out how you could have saved earlier than you're trying to do it now. With a plan, you can grant yourself a situation where you can go and withdraw money with ease.
So yeah, what you're telling is correct, because so many times they have money locked up in a fixed deposit, or it may be in the shares, or it may be in so many places where you have the money at your disposal, but you're not able to withdraw it in hard cash for your utilization.
See, in these cases also there will be a certain lag of time. That is, it is T plus 3 in certain cases, T plus 1, which means that even if you withdraw today, you will be getting the money after 3 days. So, future doesn't mean that it's only for you. If a person is unmarried, he has to marry at a later stage of life, probably 5 or 6 years from the date of earning, or he might have to look after his parents, and there will be a lot of medical expenses, and there will be a lot of other expenses which we would not have thought of, and which we need to encounter at a later point of time. And normally, most of the people, what they do is youngsters, they rely upon the credit cards, and they say that you have got a certain amount of time and you will pay within that time. And in one case, I have a client a young client, who was of the opinion that he wanted to do day trading on a regular basis, and he would earn certain amount of money, and for the expenses he used to rely upon the credit card, which is a bad combination, because you're not sure of what you'll be earning.
It's a double gambling.
Yeah, under trading, and if you don't pay the credit card dues, you will be in a huge loss. And with a very young age at your side, if you go into this methodology, it will be a disaster in your life. So always it's better to start your financial planning at a very young age. And what should be included in a financial plan, that is very important. Normally, whether you have a professional with you or not, if you could see the earlier generation women especially, you would see a lot of them having a small hundi or a small box where they would save money.
Yeah, and all our mothers and grandmothers.
Yeah. And whenever you needed money, they used to just give you the money. They were the banks within the homes. They were the finance ministers. So normally what includes in a financial plan is the income and expenditure. Whatever you earn and whatever you spend, probably on a monthly basis, that would be a better thing. And you don't require a format. Format is, if you want to keep it professionally, that's a different thing. But on a starting basis, you can directly just have two columns, income and expenditure.
So many patients having problems either with stroke, they're having a weakness on the right side, they can't sign. They have Parkinsonism over a period of that gives you some time. There is a signature change which the bank will not accept.